think I am picking up on an ancestor. Feels like an old lady. Because I'm smelling cigarettes. And this has been happening like late at night. A couple times over the last week, and I haven't really tapped into it yet. Let's see, what does grandma gotta say? Maybe it's grandma. Makes me think of my grandma who used to smoke. Let's see. Thought about coming out, but it didn't. Okay. I know you're there. I can smell you. There we go. The sustainer. Well, two things are coming up. One hand is if this is an ancestor for you, the sustainer is coming up because they want you to know that you're like extremely held and protected this time. But I'm also getting an energy of, since I am smelling that like you need to stop smoking, because it's not sustainable for you. It's actually like getting in the way of your progress in your healing, and I'm feeling like some of you are having a hard time quitting, and some of you quit, but have gone back to smoking cigarettes or are thinking about going back. So this is trying to catch you before you go buy a pack. Don't do it. Grandma's watching. 222. Okay. Well, this is really interesting. I don't get this card a lot. I kind of wish I did. But we have the womb here. So some of you need to not smoke cigarettes because, I don't know, are you fucking pregnant or something? Like, maybe some of you are. But I think in general it's kind of just like, this isn't good for your, this isn't good for your womb space, just like energetically for yourself, or if you do want to have kids, like if you want to carry children, I mean, it's not sustaining that space for you. This is also making me think about we got a few things coming up. This is weird. Oh, 20% battery just came up. How do I say this? The sustainer in the womb. I think we're trying to say, like, maybe focus on other forms of pleasure other than nicotine. If you catch my drift with these two cards, put it together. Yeah, there's this energy of like, ooh, yeah, okay. Because I'm thinking about just like the concept of smoking cigarettes. Sometimes it feels like a self-sabotaging behavior. And you're definitely releasing a lot of energy, I think, out of your womb space, like ancestrally. I think that's why the yawning is happening. 444. Emphasizing protection. Ooh, okay, I was thinking about whatever grandma said, but also why is all this pregnancy stuff coming up? And protection? Okay, I don't Just be safe. We got a lot of shapes too. We have circle, a triangle, and a square. Okay. And that makes me think about children too. Because they like to play with, I don't know, shapes, blocks and stuff. Okay, but anyways, getting back to self-sabotaging behavior, there's also this theme of like letting yourself receive pleasure from yourself and from others. This energy of, yeah, ooh, okay. There's energy releasing out of your womb space at this time because you have a lineage of repeated feminine pleasure being like pushed down, suppressed, like through different forms. Some of it's self-sabotaging behavior, but like I'm really picking up mostly on like just the feminine side of the ancestral line is just like very wounded when it comes to allowing that in for any reason that might just be to receive pleasure, not to procreate, you know, to actually make it like about, you know, if we're talking about man, I didn't really think I was gonna be able to talk like this right now. Hi, Winston. What was I gonna say? Oh, just like the hyper focus on like performance and like male like pleasure only, and like that just being super like dominant. That's what I'm really picking up on like in your ancestry. And so there's this energy of like you are breaking free of this, and there are certain, this is a huge reason actually why like you don't have a lot of like living ancestors, like living older people. Like you don't have, maybe you don't have grandparents, maybe you don't have great uncles or aunts or anything like that, because there's this part of the contract was like they had to pass on, especially like very strong feminine roles in your family energetically. They had to pass on so they could help you on the other side at this time, because now I'm seeing like seeing a clogged pipe. Interesting. And it's like this is not a message to say like it's all on you to heal your ancestors. That's not what I'm saying. This is like they're trying to help you, because if we're looking at a pipe as like, oh, ancestral like connection, like it's kind of like there's other people who clogged the pipe before you, you know, and so now it's like clogged in a lot of ways that like you didn't necessarily cause. And so there's like a collective effort here to clean that out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but really I'm picking up on nervous system regulation because it's hard to receive when you aren't in the present moment and when you aren't like in your body. I think that's part of this too, is healing your body and your nervous system so that you can receive and like not be in your head the whole time, or like very having like an out of body experience in a bad way. Interesting. And I think that you could be realizing, or there's a realization to come that like you have been, this has been in progress, and you're seeing results of this potentially. Ooh, yes. You're seeing results of this. I just said 10-10. Definitely. So some of you are moving through this still, some of you are like coming out of it, and you're like, whoa, I can't believe how present I was in receiving pleasure. This is interesting. Okay, I think, yeah, I didn't even look down, but this is, whoa, okay. Okay. I gotta stop talking here, but just quickly here at the end, we have the village, like you're, and this just feels like you're leaving behind like things that you are comfortable with in an effort to receive something better. We have the threshold, the offering, and the mirror. Sweetie, you are on the verge of something extremely life-changing. You are receiving, I think this is a signal to set out some offerings or something. I think you'll know what I'm talking about when I say that. But also, like, gosh, this is so, okay. Look in the mirror and give yourself some pleasure. If you catch my drift, you're on the edge. Okay, I'm gonna stop now.